Howdy, howdy. This is Blue Otter, and today we're playing DrainSim. So we're at the church canal breach. Canal about to collapse 10 minutes to prevent... We have 10 minutes to prevent the flooding. Recommended barriers. Huge plus. I have two. Maybe it might be worth getting a third one. Pumps, a vacuum, brake, shovel, squeegee. Okay, so... let's get another barrier. Honestly, I could get a generator. And that would allow me to use, because I have two pumps, or no, I have three pumps already. No. I sold my pumps so I could get the Mark IV. So if I were to buy a generator, let's see, if I were to buy a generator, I could get, let's see, 25, 10 minus 750. I could get two Mark IIs. I think that might be worth it. So if we get a generator, two Mark IIs, let's go back to here. Okay, we're still underweight. It's Mark IIs, but this one we're going to try to... Church canal breach. You have 10 minutes to prepare until the canal floods the area. Don't have a lot of time. Again, the engineering on this is like in this town. Town is totally at fault. All right, so first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna grab one of these. I'm gonna grab all three, actually. We're gonna do, I need shovel, pitchfork. No, I want that. We're gonna grab one of these and we'll just go ahead and grab two of those. All right. And on the way, okay, we're gonna do that. Look at that. We're going to try to do some mitigation. So let's put this down, and I want this to kind of come out like so. Put this in down here. Low as we can go. Right there. Can we reach? Can we reach? Miracle? Miracle? Yes. There and on. There we go. Perfect. Okay, next, let's try to do... all the way across to there. That will automatically go in. And I kind of want to just start digging. Okay, we're gonna go over here on the other side. It's a lot of clicking on this. Okay, I kind of want to try to do like a wave breaker. Although I'm not sure how... how feasible that is. There's quite a bit of dirt. You know, one game makes a huge amount about just digging a hole, and suddenly all games are now about digging holes. I realize this is not... I also only have so much time. So I'm trying to utilize this. Do I have... I would need the other... Nope. Okay, first we're gonna go in. Do that. So these will at least be working. That's not one. Okay. Up here. I wish I had the money to do this, but you can come back and do the levels again. So I kind of want to try to do that. Post it right there. Might as well grab both of them. Plunger guy, shovel guy, whatever. That is not any in the least bit deep. Okay, I need to come back over here. I was trying to think. I was thinking if I had the other. Come on. Should be like that. That should go over. Okay, let's just... Gonna try to get back there. Trying to give somewhere for what doesn't go over to at least have access to channel. This would be like the most dangerous spot. We gotta get out of the way. I totally... Nope. Flooding in progress. Yep. Ton of that went over. Honestly, not too bad. There we go. Please tell me that that's going over. Yeah, this is... Nope. Nope, nope. I was trying to go over that. Okay. Not too bad, aside from the fact that that's going over. I need this. And I need this over here. Actually, you know what? Let me grab that. Would you come here? right here. It will not. I cannot get this hose to go over. Okay, we're just gonna have to do this to right here and hope it eventually goes over on its own. Like, that's going over there, and I know it's not going in, but for the life of me, these things are just not going in. Okay, this thing, I don't think ever fully deflated, so we're just going to... Yeah, that's good. Great. Give me that. I want to go right there. We're going to go hug that wall. We'll put this up here. Hold on. Okay, have that on. Have that on. I need that back. Well, the street made it out fine. Honestly, the church could have been a lot worse. Let's come over here, though. Come on. There we go. Okay, see, that's good. We're going to do the same thing here. Okay, I need that generator. Where is... Here. Yep, I need this. This way it will at least shouldn't get any worse. Yeah, we've got stairs. I think I dropped my rake. Which is going to make this infinitely harder. Did I drop it up there? Nope. There we go. Give me this. I'll put this here. Actually, you know what? Let's grab this. I'm gonna grab this. We're gonna go back up to the front. Actually, you know what? Can we do... I wonder if we can do right here. Cable to there. And then we have here. To there. Can I reach? Can I reach? Can I reach? That's going. And that's going. Okay. That is a weird trippy. It's pulling stuff out. I think those are the only... It doesn't appear that water's going further back in there. And water does not appear to be going back in there. Okay. However, I have no idea what happened to my... Oh, there it is. Okay, well, that's at least answers that. I probably should have... You know what? This... Right there. Well, it could have been a lot worse. It could have been a lot worse. Why is there only... Why are there no drains on this side? No, don't. I was not trying to go in. Don't go in, because then I'll never get back out. Here we go. Okay, so that's good. Let's go ahead and clear that up. All things total, I mean, I think I've had my house flood worse than that. This could probably stand... to maybe not be like right here, maybe... How far out can we do? Maybe to like right here? Yeah, let me go run up and grab my squeegee now. Probably still have more coming in. And we still have this up here. Squeegee. Let's go ahead and grab this. And you know what? We probably could stand to use some lights. Go that way. That actually does look like it's getting at least lighter. Okay. Let's come back up here. Where are we to... There. Yeah, this is where we're having an issue. That was stupid. Maybe not quite as stupid as I thought. Okay, let's... Because a lot of it is contained really right about here. I want to make sure I'm going the right direction. I really am wanting to cut this off is what I'm really trying to do. So that everything will come this way instead. Well, something cleared out. That may not have been the, Okay, but it at least looks like it's contained. So yeah, we're just got the canal breach over here. Let's see if we can do... That at least gives me a little bit of light. There we go. Okay. Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. Come on, can you... No, of course not. Alright, yeah, because this is trying... It's slowly getting some water. Not enough. There we go. Well, we've got a small lake there. I want a small place that I can dump water. Safely. Right here. And have it go over the wall into the canal. That's where I want, right there. Did not think this thing through. There we go. There we go. That should get all of that out. This is fairly deep water. I'm pretty sure you could actually float in here if we were actually doing that. Okay, so this has just got to have some time to drain all this. Let me double check. That this is working. Okay, I think that's gonna go there. Okay, this has got a little bit of water that's leaching over. So hard to see in the dark, though. Okay, it does not look like it is leaking that way. Is going that way. Do we still have water coming out of here? We do not. Okay, so this is another... another avenue that needs to go in. There we go. Going there, which should go over there. And over there. Okay, looks like we are, and we're approaching daybreak. Gonna do a quick check on here. I mean, that's still looking pretty... pretty wet, but not as wet as it could be. Look at that, we've got... backrooms, look at that. We are... it's probably mostly this room. Backrooms are done. This area. Okay, yeah, you want to be very careful not to oh, you know what? We can grab this then. That should go out there. See a little bit. I would love to have like a little indicator of how much water is in this backpack. Because that's just a big... yeah, I bet it's back here. There we go. Church is done. Church entrance. Lawn's clear. Parking's clear. Is it though? Oh, I mean, it says it's clear. Okay, let's got that. Street. That's part of... Okay, let's see. Oh, up here. I mean, I don't really see a whole lot, but okay. I mean, there was more in the parking lot over there. Hold on. Like right here. And we have generator. Okay, that should get this area done. What if we take and do here? And there. All right, church entrance is done. All right, let's hold up. Probably should have cleared that, but maybe I don't think this is, even if it goes down here. Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna leave the okay, streets says it's clear. Let's look at the map. Honestly, has a little bit of water, but not too bad. That looks like that will go down. Okay, let's go back over here now that we can see this in. Give me that. Yeah, this is just a little bit, honestly, not too bad. So let's... I think this is going to be a matter of digging. Honestly, what I needed is like an excavator. ever so much. Trying to do this because this will just make room for just a little bit more water, which means that the depth should go down because it's got more area to fill out. You know, it's the tall glass versus the skinny glass. There we go. Okay, we're not going to dump it out over there. We're going to dump it out over here. I know. That was probably stupid. Yeah, the canal breach so far still has the most water. So I think my biggest problem with this level was honestly the canal was difficult to manage around because if I jumped in the canal, I could not get out. And it's surprisingly, it's not the water physics, it's the land getting stuck on something that's caused me way more issues. Oh, something cleared off. Hold on, let's see. Yeah, all I've got left is this canal to do. Yeah. That's fine. That it's not giving me any issues with the street. So let's go ahead and grab that. We'll also grab this one. Yeah, it's showing that there's stuff, but I'm gonna make a really quick check on these drains. Just that will allow this to continue working. But yeah, all this is done. It's just it's a little wet, but it's still because this is probably the last time I'm gonna step over here. Unless something major happens, like a water main breaks or something. Okay. Or if I dig in the wrong spot. Okay, we still got this, so I think we could probably do another have the generator here. We'll do here. And I want these to go pretty well, so we'll have this one be like right here. We'll also set that one there. I'm gonna grab that one. There, this one, because I accidentally... There we go. Right, yeah, that one's on. And then this one's on. That one's on. We'll dump that back into the canal. And that looks like that's going. Only thing we have left is keep digging. My brainstorm idea to try to make wave breakers is probably what's causing a lot of these issues. So the water can go either back that way or it can go this way. Which that's still getting water. Get just a little bit more water here. So all of that should slowly go down. Okay, I think we're gonna... Yeah, whichever way, we'll just keep digging and do some daisy chaining of these pumps. Do need to make sure that I am not inadvertently... Let's do this right over here. Can we still... There we go. I'm wondering if I should put it like right here. This seems like a little bit more of a natural... Like right here. There we go. That's better. Because I think that's at a lower spot. Because, yeah, water's migrating that way. I'm not actually seeing anything over here. There we go. Release that and release that water. Okay, so hopefully that is now on its way. There's that water. And that water. Oh. Yeah, I don't think I can. Can I get under there? Hold on. Hold on. Let's pick you up. Let's move you. Over here. Yeah, no way would that actually... Come on. There. So that's at least getting over there. We're fixing to go into the second night. Well, if anything, this kind of tells me that my wave breaker idea wasn't a total wash. Unintentional pun. This is all dry. Because I had basically what amounted to like little small tide pools. Okay. As that looks relatively dry. I mean, it's got some water, it looks like, but maybe I just need to do these. Give it a momentary little... Yeah, it'll be fine. It's so anticlimactic if it's literally these little... If it's literally just those that are causing me to be ahead. Yeah, there's more water right here. There we go. Okay, I can't see enough to be able to tell what we're doing. There we go. There's that. You know, there's something to be said for just flooding the church. Let's see. Yeah, this is just all... It's just showing me dirt that I can dig. I can see there's a little bit of a flow, but not... Okay, so I think... Let's look at it. Yeah, the canal breach over here, not so much. A little bit. I think this is it for this section. Yeah, because it's really like right in here. Well, that was anticlimactic. 17,000. Overall water level still a little bit, but yeah, let's go back to the garage. I think we're good with that one. I know I'm done with that.
Miracles Department reporting in. The old church is still standing. Most of the canal surge was diverted and the remaining water was cleared the old-fashioned way. Plunger guy did it again. The man basically performed a hydraulic exorcism. Now to the next problem. The industrial district between the big city and suburbs is flooded. Pipes everywhere are leaking, spraying water non-stop like they all scheduled maintenance at the same time. If he wants a clear path towards the city, he'll have to shut down those leaks and drain the area. Industry, it turns out, does not fix itself.
All right. So we've done... We did the church. Now we've got this one. And we're going to pick that up in the next episode. Thank you for watching. Have an utterly fantastic day and see you next time.